One of the deepest questions I have asked myself while studying human relationship is this: why did Jesus speak so much about forgiveness? Again and again, he returned to it. Forgive, release, show mercy, pray for those who hurt you. Jesus understood something profound about the human heart, the nervous system, and the destructive power of unresolved pain. Because pain that is not healed does not remain isolated. It spreads. A wounded person wounds another. Then that pain spreads again, and slowly relationships, families, and even generations become shaped by accumulated hurt. This is how emotional suffering travels through humanity. Jesus spoke about forgiveness because he understood without forgiveness, pain never truly stops moving. It simply changes direction. Neuroscience now confirms something remarkable. Chronic resentment, hatred, and unresolved emotional stress keep the nervous system activated. The body remains tense. The mind replays pain repeatedly. Stress hormones remain elevated. The nervous system continues preparing for emotional threat. In other words, unforgiveness is not only relational, it becomes biological. The body carries what the soul refuses to release. This does not mean forgiveness is easy. Some wounds are devastating: betrayal, abandonment, humiliation, abuse, years of emotional pain. Jesus never minimized human suffering. He himself experienced rejection, betrayal, mockery, injustice, and profound emotional pain. That's exactly why his teachings on forgiveness carry such depth. Forgiveness is not pretending the wound was small. Forgiveness is refusing to let the wound become your identity. It is refusing to let another person's darkness permanently shape your inner world. This is profoundly important because unresolved bitterness slowly changes people. The nervous system hardens, trust disappears, compassion weakens, the heart becomes guarded, and eventually the wounded person begins carrying the emotional atmosphere of the very pain they once suffered from. This is why Jesus spoke about forgiveness so urgently. Not merely to protect relationships, but to protect the soul itself. Because hatred, resentment, and emotional poison eventually imprison the person carrying them. This is why forgiveness feels so spiritual. It liberates something internally, not instantly, not magically, but gradually. The nervous system softens. The obsession of revenge weakens. The emotional burden becomes lighter. The soul stops feeding endless internal war. This does not mean boundaries disappear. Jesus never taught people to remain inside abuse without wisdom. Forgiveness is not enabling destruction. It is not denying justice. It is not pretending trust automatically returns. Forgiveness and reconciliation are not always the same thing. But forgiveness means I refuse to let pain completely govern my heart. This is one reason forgiveness changes people so deeply, because it interrupts emotional cycles. Instead of pain, revenge, and more pain, forgiveness introduces the possibility of pain, healing, and peace. Love can become stronger than hatred. That mercy can interrupt cycles of destruction. That a human being does not have to become the pain they experienced. Jesus, even while suffering on the cross, still said, "Father, forgive them." Not because the suffering was small, but because love was greater than the hatred surrounding him. Jesus spoke about forgiveness because he understood what unforgiveness eventually does to the human nervous system, the human heart, and the human soul. Unforgiveness keeps people emotionally chained to pain. But forgiveness opens the possibility of freedom. Not freedom from memory, but freedom from being internally ruled by the wound forever. That's why forgiveness is one of the deepest forms of healing. It allows a wounded human being to stop carrying endless emotional poison inside them, heal and break the chain of pain, and finally becoming peaceful again.